guys, Adam's Hamradio. This thing's hard. Alright, stand by one. Hold on. Okay, let's see. How's everybody doing today? Me, I'm okay, I guess. Could be better. I was going to do a little short wave. I was going to do some vintage radios tonight, but evidently the weather is bad. I did one video. I uploaded, I put it on there, I recorded on an angle. Stupid me, I forgot to put my phone straight ahead, but I had it, I had it this way, but something happened to the thing, it just stayed this way. So I was kind of ticked off on that. I had an old, it was on WWCR wave scan. It had like an old, it had, they do DX programs, DX whatever the heck it is. They do all kinds of talk about DX radio stations, old past history of old shortwave stations and all. This one here, they were playing old. They were playing old radios, old radio broadcasts. I'm sure you heard it on that last video I uploaded. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, hopefully we're dodging the bullet on this hurricane we're supposed to get here. It's always right around this time, right before, hurricane season's almost over. We got like, what, another month or two, not even? And right here, it's like, let me find something here. For a good example here. What could I use? Let's see, my piece of wire here. Or my mic switch here. We better make sure that thing's closed. If I key up, turn the radio on, it'll be like here. That's not a good example. I'll just use a heck with it. I'll use this stupid janky antenna. Like here's Florida, right? This is not really a good example. Okay, we're like here. I'm like right about here in the middle of Florida. And here's Jacksonville all the way up here, and then Georgia would be right here. So that storm is coming in. It's coming off the Gulf, or not Gulf, off the Pacific, and it's gonna go like this, and go then about bank this way towards that way up towards more north of Florida. So that's what's going on with the weather. So I'm keeping an eye out on the weather. I even got the Coast Guard in my scanner. I can hear the Coast Guard talk about gale winds and because it's the Coast Guard is linked through from my county to all the way up Sebastian Viejo, and from here all the way down Jacksonville. I think it's down to Miami too. It's linked throughout Florida. And they're already anchoring down big time in Jacksonville already. They're getting ready to do that. And they're sandbagging, put sandbags down and all that. Or that sorts of stuff. So, I got things, I that's one thing I don't really want to deal with. I hate hurricanes. They're a pain in the... I mean, you live down in the south, near the Pacific areas, you're going to get all that. I mean, it's just a given thing, So I mean that's just how it goes. That's I mean I'm used to it, but I just don't like it because I gotta you gotta pick up. The yard gets all full of water. I'm sure you've seen some of my old videos. I had a water problem, and I was getting nervous. I didn't want to get into my house and stuff like that. Anyways, I wanted to do an old radio scan, like the old school radio scans. You take an old radio with an analog on it. Mr. I'm sorry, man. I can't pronounce your your name, Mr. Santo, or something. He's got some nice radios. He's got some nice. They got some really nice, cool Russian radios they have up there, and I would love to own one of those. An older Russian shortwave radio. They are, to me, I don't know, something about them. They got that look to them. It's just, and they got really good receive too. And I mean, they are really, I mean, it's amazing. I've heard some of the radios, I've heard some of online, some people had them, and then of course my friend has one here on YouTube. He does his videos with his radios, and he had a couple of old school, portables, and I like those. Those are so, I love that one of those Soviet radios. The one that he has, now it's Soviet, or what is it, back then was called USSR, I think it was, or something like that. Now it's the Soviet Union. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know anything about, well, it used to be really, crazy back then. Now it says it right on the radio, and one of the little stickers says USSR, the name of the radio and all that. I can't read. I can't read his languages, or that language. But he has some really cool radios, very cool radios, and they're really, I mean, bold dial, and it has the nice scales on it. I mean, it's really big, and it's really good, and it sounds so freaking good. Those radios are really good. I'm a very big fan of their radios. I would love to get my hands on one. I try to find one, but I'm afraid to, if I do find one, I'm afraid it'll go from there to America. I'm afraid it's going to get damaged in shipping and all this other stuff. That's what I'm a little worried about, is if I find a nice radio, and I can't wait to get it, and it comes here in a week or in a month or so, because it takes a while to get here. And by the time it gets here, it's going to be probably ruined. So, I mean, it'll be cracked and all this other stuff. It's like you want one of your prized possessions, which should be one of them radios. I got a collection of radios. I got them in cabinets, so it'll get damaged. And you know what I have here. I don't have to go through the whole room and show you everything, because I have everything. You all know what I have. So that's the scenario on that. I was going to do an old school, dial-up thing. But anyways, my friend he's got those Russian radios. I really like it. If he bumps into this video, like his stuff, like his content, really good stuff. He's really, I guess he's got a long wire, an inverted V, or something. I forgot what he has for an antenna. It's in his lot. I can't remember. I have to look back at his what he runs. But he gets some really good strong stations. Anyways, like I said, I was gonna do an old, I got new. Of course, you got new, and I was gonna run some old school. I was gonna run that old radio I got from an auction. I haven't really done nothing to it, really. I was gonna put a new antenna on it, but you can't take it out. I'm gonna have to open it up from the inside, and somehow unscrew it and put another antenna in there. I don't know. They made this radio so you can't put another antenna on it. It's like it's got like a rivet in there, or some kind of brass fitting. It's actually pressed in there, and there's like this. There's the part where the antenna is, and then there's that little. You bend the antenna like this. There's a brass fitting in between the two parts of the antenna to make it swing. And I'm looking at it on each side. It's like pressed in or what. I have plenty of telescopic antennas to replace it, and I'm like, what the hell? What am I gonna do now? I mean, it looks like hell. I want to make it original. It's in really good shape too. I only paid $20 for the thing at an auction, one of the radio auctions or whatever, and nobody never really just never thought about it, I guess. And I saw it was an old rig, so what the hell? What was I gonna ask? Yeah, I still haven't worked on my amp yet. I'm just not in the game lately. I'm just been going through a lot of crap, and through my insurance companies, through my health. I'm worried about that more than anything, but I do squeeze in a couple things in my page here, you know, to lift my spirits. I like the comments. I love you guys making comments. I comment back to you guys. I love it. It relaxes my brain, you know. I like the comments and all that. I really enjoy it. You're gonna laugh at this thing. I'm gonna call him out. This guy, I don't know what crawled up his butt, man, but it shows the mentality. His handle is Hamradio Hack, I think it is. He has a pile of HTs on his stool, on his radio room. Oh, I have all these HTs. I don't use them. I review them. Yeah, okay, you review your radios. Okay, so we all do, okay? Well, as you see, I don't use them. I got a pile of them. I use them for reviews and all that sorts of stuff. Yeah, all right, I got it. And then he goes on and on rambling. Then he goes, I am so bleeping sick and tired of it. When you got these hypocrites, you got this, you got that. Oh, they go on the repeaters, identify themselves every 2 seconds, Don't you have to ID every 15 minutes or, 15, 20 minutes in a broadcast? You know, he's making fun of people on VHF. I rarely use VHF. Sometimes I've used UHF maybe once or twice this past week for DMR, but I don't even like DMR anymore because it's the same thing. I do have 2-meter 440 capabilities. I don't even have an antenna up. I had one, but I just took it down. And he says, what you people are doing to the ham community, you're scaring people away. How are we scaring people away? We're pointing out the idiots, like we put on the pages and our pages, what these idiots should do, and you should ID your station, like it or not. I don't care what he says. I'm not yelling at him if this individual does bump into my channel. I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming, but this is what I was taught when I got my license way back. You have to either ID 15 or 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes is a little too long, but I think every 15 minutes. I always ID. I don't give a crap. I always ID. Even the person I work, I use my call sign, or I use there. I'd say, hello, okay, that's okay, N1 MMMMZ, whatever. This is N1 SCA. Roger, okay, I got you there. If you don't want to hear people's call signs, you shouldn't be on the radio. If you don't identify yourself on the radio, you're violating the FCC rules. Oh, but you keep calling your name on this or that, and you're scaring people off of HF, and then scare them off VHF, and then you sandbag on HF, and you're making them look bad. There's people bad everywhere. VHF, UHF, they got drunks on VHF. I've heard it on YouTube here, and they got idiots on HF too. And he was F-bombing this, F-bombing that right there, that just, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I have my rants, but I don't sit there and call it, oh, I'm just so sick and tired of this, sick and tired of that, oh, I'm sick of this IDing thing. I don't ID. I go on, what's those bands now they got now? Everybody's going Yahoo boo-boo about, what is it? GMRS, FRS. That's just not my league. If that's what you like, that's fine. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. But when you go on a repeater, you have to ID yourself. Why the hell do you think when you're using somebody's repeater or using a club's repeater, why does it have a voice in there every 15 minutes, or you use a repeater if you lock it down long enough and it IDs itself? Why does it do that? Or here's a good, for instance. As soon as you're done unkeying that microphone, if you're on a repeater, what does it do? It does the Morse code. Either it's voice or Morse code ID. You got to ID no matter what. 5, 10, 15 minutes. There's guys out there they ID till 20 minutes. As long as you ID your station. He just doesn't like it because it drives him nuts or it's his big pet peeve. He should not be a ham operator. All he's on there to say, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, I got this radio, I got this radio, I got this, I got that. All this, all this, all that. Where the hell is he coming up with this stuff? And he's an HF operator? Give your call sign out. Let's see how you sound like one day. I'm going to tune in on your conversation and see how intelligent you sound on the airwaves. And I'll ID myself 100 times just to get you really going. Because I'm proud of my station. If I want to ID every 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, at least I'm doing it legally. Not like some of these butt wipes out there. They just key up all day long, chit-chatting, swearing, carrying on, doing this, doing that. Like the diaper men, those old diaper guys out there, those old lids on 7200, they cry and moan and groan, and they're crying because they peed themselves, or they mad at the neighborhood, mad at the guy down the street that had a cat screwing his cat. I mean, I don't know. I mean, leave it to, and this guy's bitching about IDing. IDing on the ham radio. Oh, I don't use HF, VHF. I don't use it no more. I don't use it. I just review radios. Get a pile of radios of HTs on his chair. At first, it didn't bother me at first, until I watched it again, and I'm like, wait a minute here. What is up with this guy? Did somebody piss him off? Did somebody peed in his Cheerios or Wheaties or shredded wheat this afternoon this evening for a snack? I like to eat some kind of healthy snack once in a while myself, but this guy was just going on about this call sign thing and everything of it. I don't know. You got to check it out. It's the ham radio hack guy or whatever. I'm not bashing him or anything, but I just want to know, what is his problem? It's ridiculous. Now I just lost something I needed. It was very important here. All about over nothing about IDing. Oh, I don't want to hear this IDing every 15 seconds. You're supposed to ID every 10, 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Why don't you go buy one of those old Heathkit counters? It's a big old box like this. It has an identify light in there. It has a clock in there. It has an SWR meter in there. You hit, I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about. The old counters, timers for your radio station if you have a Heathkit station. I almost bought one, but I don't know if I have the room for it. It's just I got too much stuff in here. And it's times. If he's so worried about call signs so much, go buy one of those old, or just buy a cheap old little timer and time the times you have to ID. Okay, I mean, if you don't ID your station, it's like you're running an illegal operation station. You might as well just do that. I guess evidently people do that now. They could look up a call. I was talking to an older gentleman I know. He says they look up they go on the silent key lists and they look up call sign. Oh, that's me. Oh, we're going to use that. And then we'll change the address and make it to wherever he's calling from in that state. But he's going to change the address to an old address, or look at an address, from somewhere down in that area, and he'll just make it up. I don't know, man. I just thought I'd throw that in there, and I had to make a little quick video, and I'm not going to do any shortwave tonight, evidently, because we're having a storm tonight, and I've been hearing thunderstorms. It was raining on and off today, so I don't know. But that guy, man, I don't know what got up his crack, man. He got hurt about something about IDing and all this. He's sick of this bleeping. Oh, I don't give a bleep. Oh, I don't give a boof, 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 boof. Bang, boom, bang, bang. Atomic bomb, boom. I mean, this guy was just, he didn't go on and on and on, but I had to watch it twice just to make sure what is he talking about? The repeaters? Repeaters is nothing. Repeaters is just for, people that they just get an entry leveled into radio. And from there, then you go to HF. We were all a technician at once, you know. I mean, there's people that are new. They're going to use their call sign. I mean, they're new. They're probably nervous. Because they just got it. They don't, you get mic shot, not mic shy. You get like, it's almost like driving your car down the street. You just got your driver's license. I can remember when I first got my driver's license. I tagged my car, got my car, and I get behind the wheel, and I'm nervous. You still get that nervous feeling. It's like you just got on the road, you're driving right, and you go by a cop. It's like, oh, jeez, hope I'm not going too fast. Same kind of feeling, I mean, you get on the radio, you key the mic, it's like, okay, I got to do everything by the book, but I got to respect what I do. I don't want to violate the law, But this guy makes it sound like he's sick and tired of it. If he's sick and tired of it, get rid of all your equipment. He might do, buy, he's got like 100,000 radios that he hardly even uses. I've seen millions of radios. There's a guy on here right now. He's a friend. I think was it Eric Stuffs or Meadows, right? I can't remember. He's actually selling his stuff to get probably something new. This guy just has all the radios. Just, I don't care. I mean, I'm a radio collector too, but this guy, I don't know. I just don't know where his hitch is, about this, the repeaters. All the boneheads. We're all making, us hams, like me, you, or whatever, YouTubers are making other hams look stupid, and we're shying off the new hams. Bull crap. I got a nephew in Connecticut. He's into radio now. He's going to get his license. And he's going to get his general. Why? Is because he knew I've been doing it for so many years. He's been around radio. He's been around things when I've been tinkering around with old school stuff, old technology, new technology, stuff like that. I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm proud. I'm a proud uncle. He's not scared. You're scared. The guy that had that video done. You're scared. I'm not shying away off people on HF. He didn't call me out or anything. He's just calling everybody that does videos about something. We're scaring the new hams away, or people that want to become a ham. Ham radio is the best hobby, I think. It is a great hobby. I've met a lot of friends on ham radio. I've built things. I repair my stuff. You learn things. I'm still learning. To this day, I am still learning. And it's exciting. You get DX from all around the world. I mean, I made so many DX contacts on that wall right there. I used to have a calendar, not a calendar. I used to have a world map on that wall right there. I mean, this is my DX map I have over here. Now, if this was expanded all the way across bigger, I had pins and everything. Africa, Russia, Italy, all around there. I mean, it was covered in pins with the little bulbs on the end. You stick it into the thing. The reason why I took everything down years ago is I thought I was going to move and get the heck out of here. But evidently, I had to stay. And then, decided to stay. We, had to do what we had to do. We need a place to live, right? Right. But ham radio is the best tool in the world. When something goes down, you got radio. There's always emergency backup. You can run a little battery about that big nowadays. I mean, it puts out so much energy. And you can run it on 20 watts or whatever, like CW or, low, you can go up on a mountaintop somewhere or go out to the ocean where I'm living. Go out to the ocean, put a vertical on the ocean, and take a ground radio, tie a rock on the end of it, and throw it in the ocean. There's your ground right there. It'd be perfect. I mean, ham radio is a good learning tool. I'm not out here to preach. I'm not out here to sound like I know everything and you don't. No, I'm out here to tell the rest of the people, don't listen to this guy. This guy, I don't know where he comes from. maybe he's taking things the wrong way, or somebody pissed him off on VHF 2 meters or whatever, and he got all butthurt all that night, tonight, and the night. And this guy was talking, he was probably a new ham, probably. Used this call sign every 5-10 minutes or every second. He makes a call. And he got all butthurt about it. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm so freaking tired. I'm so bleeping bang. I'm going bang means the F word. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, he was going at it. I mean, calm down, dude. This is just a hobby. It's not a freaking a race or a relay race or something. It's a freaking radio hobby. Come on. There's things I don't like. Yeah, I state it, but I don't like it. I don't do it. Simple. I just don't participate in it. I'm out there to rag, shoot, talk, make new friends, talk around the world, and then that's it. It's very interesting. You can make an antenna out of anything. You can make an antenna out of a speaker wire. You can make an antenna out of your chain link fence. You can load up your damn gutter on your house. You can make an antenna out of baling wire. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. You know, and then there comes shortwave. Shortwave radio is a good tool. They say shortwave is dying. No, it's not. It's actually growing more than it was when I first... Well, kind of is getting like when I first started shortwave in the 80s, the mid-80s, or early, the mid-80s. And now I think it's a lot more busier than it ever was, because all this world we're living in right now is hell. We all know what's going on right now. This world has just gone to hell. Look at it. You got these poor people fighting each other, you know. I mean, it's sad. It really is. And there's, you know, people involved. There's children involved. Innocent people, mothers, fathers. Getting bombed for nothing. Terrorism. You know where I'm coming from? You know, you got this... I'm tired of it. I'm getting to the point, I'm just about having a nervous breakdown because this world is so freaked up. And you got this guy talking about repeaters and identifying. You know what? I don't really care if he sees this. I really don't. If you get a real hard on about that, well, don't go on 2 meter 440. Stick to your GMMRS, FRS radio, whatever you do. Go on 80 meters, where all the rest of the guys that they complain and bitch about and F-bomb all day. Go there, or 7200. I bet you he's one of them guys on 7200 and down below 80 meters. I can guarantee you that one right there. He's a hater, and always a hater, as always will be. And he'll look down on me and you guys out there. Oh, we're scaring the ham community away. No, we're not. I did this channel for myself, and I share it with you guys, what I do, what my interests are, and I like to show you guys. And I know my friends and some people that have been on my channel for a while, they know exactly what I do. Yeah, I mean, I don't have, you know, content every 5 freaking seconds or everything. I do it when I have time. I'm always doing something, or I'm not feeling well, or whatever. I do what I do what I can do. You know, I got to take care of my house. I got to take care of this. I even got things I got to fix. I got to fix my amplifier again, because this power in this house sucks. I had a surge. I just did my Heathkit SP200, ran flawlessly. Flawless. 4, 5, 800, almost 600 watts out of the box. And then all of a sudden I go out in the garage, I come in, I heard the thing buzzing and banging and popping. I'm like, what the hell? I turn it off. And I think it blew the resistor towards the power supply, the high voltage power supply. Because I have a meter over here, I have an analog meter over there, AC meters, and they're going like this. This digital one I have over there is going like this, like crazy. Because the summer months here, the airs go on all the time, on and off, on and off, on and off. But the power here down here sucks. It blew out one of my power supplies I have over there I got to replace. I got to put voltage regulators in one of those. I have that amp I got to fix again. This is the third time. I got the 811H down there. I don't even want to turn that on because, who knows, I want that to break because that's my only amp I got left. You know, and then I've been running 100 watts for a long time. I mean, well, I won't for a while because, I mean, once I get this thing off the bench, this thing's heavy. You know how Heathkit amps are. They're very heavy. I don't care because the area I have, it's in the very corner right there, and it's really, you got to use your muscles here, and my neck is bad. I have nerve damage, and it's hard for me to get in there and grab that amplifier out. That thing is not little lightweight. It's a tank, getting the tank out of the corner of a room. Man, I tell you, I just don't understand how people tick. I really don't. It's just, to me, like I said, it's a hobby, it's a learning curve, and we need some new blood out there, and we are going to, because, like I said, I think my nephew told me on the phone, he's got this radio, that, or he's got a 10-meter rig already lined up, and he's fixing it up, and he knows electronics, and to get it on the air, it needs a potentiometer on-off switch or a squelch or whatever. He's getting set up. His friend's a technician, but he's going to gradually get to a general, and then my nephew's going to follow his steps. So basically, he's got a. I wish he was here. I'd be a good Elmer for him. My nephew. My other nephew, I think he's more. I don't know. I think they're both in the computer type thingies, whatever. My other nephew, he's into everything. He likes radio now because he's seen me do it for all these years, which I'm really proud. A proud uncle, of course. And so that's why I figured I'd make a little, not a rant, but kind of like a up to date video on what's going on in the shack here, Hamradio shack, Adam's Hamradio shack. But like I said, you know, I just do things differently than anybody else, I guess, you know, and this guy just rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't know, it's just like he's F-bombing the crap on his channel. It's like, I mean, I could see getting mad at something, but throw a whole bunch of radios on a desk chair, and then swearing about 2 meters and 2 meters, and about identifying. You don't want to hear people identify their call sign. Well, you shouldn't be a ham then. You should just go back to CB. I mean, you know, you don't need a call sign. All you do is make up a number or you go to sideband. You know, I mean, what the hell? I mean, everybody will go on CB. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to it sometimes just to see what's going on. If the band conditions are open, then you go on the HF, you know, you go on the ham bands. You know, so... I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, some people, I guess they got their butts are so hurt so bad that they got a release, I guess. I don't know. Something must have triggered this guy. You know, he's got Blowfang radios, Wolfangs, and I'm just making fun of names. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just being silly, like I always say. Don't take me serious. I'm always goofing around, goofy, you know. I'm just every other guy on YouTube, just like everybody else. But, I don't use all of this freaking radio. I'm like, dude, you gotta take a chill pill, man. You need to chill. You know, take a Valium or something, or take your whatever you take. I don't know. Anyways, guys, just wanted to say hello to you guys. We're doing okay. Like I said, I can't do any. I was gonna do a nice video tonight. I was gonna film live. Not gonna do the Kenwoods or the Yaesu or whatever. I was gonna bring down one of my old radios, like an old one of those, you know, like a handled radio or something like that. Just do old school band scanning, you know, without you having a radio. You just follow me. I just plug my outdoor antenna right into it, and then you get the whole HF or the shortwave action. And it sucks. Tonight, I gotta have no radio tonight. Ugh, I'm used to sleeping with a shortwave on every night, and it sucks. It's like, you're used to having a fan on at night. Like me, I like to have a fan on. You know, Yeah, I have lights too. I got my LED lights, but still, I mean, you got to have some kind of a background going. But I have the fans on. Got to keep the you got to keep the air circulated in here. Anyways, guys, I just figured I'd say hi, and I don't know. I just that dude struck me the wrong. He's just struck me the wrong way, man. It was just kind of childish on his part, you know. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I make goofy things on here. I do it just for fun. I don't sit there and just bash, you know. The people that what they do on here is on the HF is stupid. That's why I make fun of that. Not just make fun of somebody making a call sign. The ones that really tick me off is the ones that make fake call signs. That's the one that really pisses me off. Just like W1AW. They use their call sign illegally. They go down the road in a POTA activation or on the road. Oh, this is W1AW / whatever. That's illegal. They use their call sign so you could use your radio. That right there is bullshit. I could say that at least. I'm not doing the F-bomb. That's bullshit. I have a friend on here said the same freaking thing. They use W1AW's call sign illegally. In Part 95, you're supposed to identify every so many times. Well, that's what we're talking about. Okay. Anyways, I'm not getting any more of this. It's going to turn into a big blow up. I don't want to turn this into a big shenanigan, you know, or a big butt heartache for certain people. This is one guy probably that made that video, and my stomach just went from I wanted like a snack, a little light snack. I don't even want to. I just like heck with it. I'll just have my my Mountain Dew over here in my cup, you know. But anyways, guys, excuse me. Catch y'all later on the next one. 7 threes, and I'll try to get back out here as much as I can. Tonight I can't get anything because it's thundering out, it's rumbling, and I don't feel like having my stuff, you know, just vaporize, and then I'll be depressed for months, and I'll be pissed how I'm going to replace this or fix it. So, if it ever survives. But anyways, guys, 7 threes. Have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.